Hey guys, it's Sloan again for Apotheosis. Today, we're using what I think is most likely the strongest Root Rider army in the game right now. You just can't beat it. It's so powerful. You overkill poison bases easily, get through invis bases easily, and even smash rage bases, which is just so common in the meta right now that you just literally can't fail, honestly. And it does not even have the Eternal Tome, it's the Healing Tome and the Rage Gem. This army was popularized and might have been created by Max of Elevate. He's a very good player. I've gotten some help from him personally as well to understand the army in more details. So I want to explain the army in more details in a replay of a war attack and then get into live legend attacks. And you could kind of switch the equipment somewhat, right? You could use the Earthquake Boots if you needed to, if you don't have the Snake Bracelet. You could use the Healer Puppet instead of the action figure, or you could use the Healer Puppet instead of the Magic Mirror. And you could use the Haste. Ideally, you want to have the Rocket Spear, but you kind of play fit a little bit and kind of make it how it feels for your own. But let's get into it, and I hope you guys enjoy. So when looking at a base, you're looking to how to get into the fire spitters. Those are the big targets, right? Because you can get one down, you're perfect, you're golden. So ideally, you're looking at how to get into there. So right here, I see a nice short path in this way. I see a ricochet can here, something, okay. I'll take that out instead of going for the multi-arch tower, just because I have root rise, have ground, as well as it's on the left side. You want to avoid usually coming on the right side of a base, because that's people are going to bait more times than not. So we're gonna send our road champion into this fire spitter. We'll have her path either left or right. We really don't care exactly which way. She'll probably path leftwards, right? And we'll be set from there. So when you're looking, you're just gonna do your RC charge, typical, right? At 6 seconds, as long as you can. Once your fox gets low, or you have to hit like a bait or something, you do 7 and 3. We use an invis redirect on this archer tower, push us into the fire spitter. But we're in this Town Hall poison range. I'm pretty sure. I see this myself taking damage. Like, okay, I might have to do the 7 and 3 for my invis placements just to make sure I won't kill my fox. Because keeping your fox alive makes the attack so much easier and so much more powerful. It's really just kind of your decision on when you'll have to. Like recall and pick up the fox. Then from here, you're looking at where to come in from. Typically, you're going to come in on the side where you don't have to worry about the fire spitter. Now, you may think, okay, this side's perfect, but no, because you're not going to have very good overgrowth value. You're just going to hit the town hall, ask me about it. You're just going to loop on through here behind this fire spitter. I mean, that can work, but we have a nice path right here. So we'll be able to send our root riders push right around this way. Have our king on the outside. He'll push right around as well. Now be able to push us in towards that town hall, in towards this core. And it's just beautiful lined up. Once you see the vision of the lanes for the root riders go in straight line, a little straight line for the king to go in, and then you have your royal champion with the rock spear help with the core, you're golden. So we're gonna drop our Ice Golem and Queen first. You drop the Queen first, just because that helps out. Then you drop the Root Riders, the Teslins, the Healers, the Apprentice Warden, the Troop Launcher, the Warden, and then the Valkyries. In that order. Then you wait a little bit for Lord Champion. I should have waited a little bit longer. I really should have. But you wait to drop your King. And then right here is if you're looking for you're next to Town Hall already, you'd overgrowth the Town Hall right now. But we're not right next to the Town Hall, so we're not. So we're gonna overgrowth it. So once we get a little bit closer, we overgrowth that back in scatter, give us more value. Our Royal Champion, she does hit this hook tower. I'll be honest, I got a little bit nervous there. I didn't expect that. I didn't know I was gonna do that. I was a little bit spooked. So I drop an invis spell on her, keep her alive, which is perfect here. When we drop our king and ice golem on the outside, he'll make help funnel. We should have dropped him down a little bit sooner, but because of that hook launcher there, that's when I ideally would have dropped my king. You want to wait for him so you keep him alive. We send the headhunters deal with the heroes. Make sure you send headhunters if you have the minion prince or the king on you. One for each of them is perfect. And then once you have the Town Hall start again on Overgrowth is when you pop the Healing Tome. Because the whole point of the Healing Tome is keep your healers alive. So after the Town Hall Overgrowth wears off, it's perfect. You can just pop the Healing Tome and your healer should stay alive because then you should be in the range of Town Hall to take it out. Unfortunately, because I dropped my King later, I didn't quite make the funnel too good. And then my Royal Champion, because she got pulled by the Hook Tower, didn't quite make that funnel too good either, which is a little bit unfortunate. But we are just going to walk around the base. And the reason you have the Healing Tome is because most bases are so spread out, especially poison bases, that you can just walk through them easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And we're able to just walk through, keep everything alive the whole time, because there's not enough damage. Because Town 17 is just so spread. We'll have the Root Riders help Taylor Town Hall. We overgrowth this back in Fire Spirit as well. Because we overgrowth that one a little bit ago, I didn't explain why. Because we want to keep the healers alive. That's the whole point of the overgrowths. Keep the healers and the troops alive. But more importantly, the healers. We're just going to push on through. Everything's just going to funnel up. We're going to drop our cleanup. It'll work out pretty easily for us. Ideally, you should be dropping your archers around 1 minute left on the opposite side of the funnel where you came in for your root riders. Like over here, it'd been great if I dropped those a little bit sooner, but sometimes there's too much damage there. We're gonna swag over the king and the queen ability. Just 'cause this army is so powerful, ideally you should be swagging at least one ability every single time. Ideally. Alright, so this space. This is that new defense. We want to go for the fire spitters. But where can we overgrowth is gonna be the question. I mean, if we overgrowth right on the town hall and fire spitter, can we reach that fire spitter? I don't think so. So anything will come in from this fire spitter, we'll just overgrowth this one. Yeah, that'll be a good RC charge up through here. Take out this compartment. So at 256, we're gonna drop the invis. If we do get baited, we have to double cycle, which means we'll just drop the invis at 7 and 3. But if there's no bait, we can just do at 6 every single time. That's the thing. You want to make sure you keep your fox alive. That'll give you a lot more power. And at 246, will drop. Bro! Okay. I killed my fox. That is not good. I'm not sure why she was back. I might have been talking too much for that. I might have just been. We'll let her take out the fire spitter and we'll make the fun and we'll pick her back up. Alright, there we go. There we go. We're gonna drop the ice go between. We're gonna drop the root riders and the queen. We drop the queen first. Then comes the root riders, the Teslins, the healers, the Valkyries, the apprentice warden, the warden, the troop launcher, headhunter, another ice golem because there's a ricochet can there. We sit in the royal champion. Just gonna push on through. We're gonna overgrowth that multi gear and the town hall, and we're gonna poison, and we're gonna drop the king to help walk around. So the reason we overgrowth the core is because you only want one layer of defenses on us at once. Right now we only have one single layer of defenses right here, which is the expos and multi-gear. In doing so, we're not gonna have enough damage on us to kill us, so everything's gonna stay alive. I'll drop this wall breaker, push my queen inwards. And we're gonna wait till the overgrowth wears off to heal the healers. The whole point of the warden ability is for the healing tome, so we heal back up. So the healers aren't taking damage. We are gonna pop it just to be safe though. The Yays help to get town hall, and we're going to just overgrowth this monolith and the expo and the inferno help us push around and loop around this base. We still have the rocket spear. We still have the king abilities on the outside and the queen ability as well. We're just gonna push on through. We have the skeleton spell for the monolith. The whole point of the skeleton spell is put for the mono or the multi-gear cannon. Those are gonna be the perfect use cases for you. And we're gonna pop this rocket spear because she's taking a bit of damage and let everything come in behind her. And she's gonna help take out that ricochet cannon. She's just gonna help out completely. We're gonna drop this skeleton spell for that monolith. One, it's gonna take out our apprentice warden, unfortunately speaking, right? We're gonna invis our warden and keep him alive because he just provides so much value for us. And we're just gonna kind of walk through the base. We drop archers on the opposite side of the funnel. That's always where you want to start your cleanup from. The archers on the opposite side. That'll be nice. We'll drop some deck collectors, we got them because it's legends, right? We'll still have the king ability and the queen ability. We're gonna have everything just walking through wall breaker push in, even though the base is already opened up. It won't matter. We'll send the headhunters in for that king. We'll just spam all these barbarians and this wizard. And this base is wrecked. We're gonna swag the king and the queen ability. Very nice. And you know Eternal Tome, right? It's the healing tome and the rage gem, which makes it very powerful and perfect for poison bases like this. You can just walk right through them, no issues at all. Alright, invis in the core. So in this space, we want to get to the fire spitters. Usually they bait this side. So we're coming to this fire spitter. We're going to just overgrowth the entire core. And we'll save the second overgrowth for the... I assume we'll just overgrowth this invis tower compartment. Just take out the town hall. Maybe? We'll see. We'll see. I haven't actually hit an invis base with this army. So I'm not too sure. But I mean that will prevent at least the 1 star. So 256 will drop this first invis. We want her to path into this fire spitter. She'll path to the air defense. We'll have to use a redirect invis to get her into the fire spitter. Yep. Because that fire spitter is money. That's what we need. So I'm going to use another invis there. Just keep her fox alive. Just because I'm feeling not too risky on this. I'm trying to play safe. Just because the invis base, I need this fox alive for sure. I'll pick her up. We made a nice funnel. And then we're just going to push. We'll drop an ice golem and the queen in the corner. Then comes the root riders, the Teslins, the healers, the Valkyries, the apprentice warden, the troop launcher, and the royal champion. One ice golem only so far. All right. There's a minion prince in front of us. I'm gonna have a headhunter. I'm gonna drop in ice golem. We're gonna drop the king. We're just gonna push on forward, and we're gonna overgrowth. Not that town hall. I thought we had missed a town hall, but no, we didn't. That's okay. That's okay. We'll take out the defending team with the headhunters as well. We're just gonna loop on through. And those Teslins really tested very well for us. We're just gonna push, push, push. So we only have one line of defenses attacking us at once. Makes it a lot easier. Double, triple Ice School and CC is interesting. I'm not gonna lie. We'll have an Invis as World Champion as well. Her Fox is still alive, and we're just gonna Healing Tome. We're just gonna overgrowth everything but the Town Hall. Let the Town Hall get taken out. We'll send. Well, the Town Hall's not open. We'll send a Wall Breaker in. No, it's not gonna work. Oh well. We'll deal with that later. World Champion will pop her Rocket Spear, and we'll invis everything here. So she'll be forced to hit the Town Hall with the Rocket Spear. Yep, perfect! And the Queen's on there too. Okay, you see? We're thinking, we'll say this Skeleton spell for that Mono. Nice, that'll be good. We're behind the Fire Spitter. Let's send a Wall Breaker in for that core. Skeleton the Mono. The Queen, where she's at, the Warden, he's taking some damage. Alright, that core is going to be a bit heavy, but I think we should have enough. We don't have healers. We have Yetis on the outside. Barbarians on the outside. Okay. Queen, Queen, Queen. She's getting hit by the mono. We'll pop her ability. We'll have to wait. Once we hit this mono, we'll pop the king ability, I think. Yeah, so the spiky ball goes in that core. Takes out the Invis tower. Headhunter for this queen. And we send in Barbarians to help this out. Debt collectors come on through. Ice Golem in the core is going to be beautiful. Absolutely cinema, right? We'll have the Yetis coming through. The giant to help tank the queens and the king. Wait, that froze for a second, but we're good. That's good. That was a nice spiky ball. We still have these debt collectors, which we'll send on through. The king has the phoenix. Yeah, that's where the power of the phoenix on the king. Because even if he dies here, he could soul the rest of the base for his phoenix effectively. But why is it so laggy, bro? It just froze. It just froze. All right, so it wasn't ideal, but this army is really made for poison bases. If you go against a rage base, typically you want to have the Eternal Stone instead of the Healing Tome, so Eternal Tome and Rage Gem. But we just went against an Invis and Rage base, and it worked out just fine. It really did. Alright, this base. Oh, I know this guy. Oh yeah, what is it called? How do we path in this way? Hmm. There's a couple layers of defenses over here, but how can we get into the core? That is the question. This space you want to have an Eternal Tome for. I think we just gotta go into this Inferno Tower. Rage Tower compartment, yeah. No doubt. We'll just do that. So we'll send her into this Archer air defense, air defense, air defense. And at 256 we'll drop this invis. We'll just push her up forward. That damage is crazy in that core, so I have to overgrowth that for sure. And then 246 will drop this invis. Which way is she gonna path is the question. We'll have the recall ready. If she hits a giant bomb through here, oh well. We're gonna drop the Ice Golem and the Queen. We're gonna send the Root Riders in, the Tesloons, the healers, the Valkyries, the Apprentice Warden, the Warden, the Troop Launcher, and then the World Champion. We'll wait on her for a little because that Fox is low. We're just gonna push on through. We're gonna overgrowth this Fire Spitter and Rage Shower and that new defense, and then poison forward. And we're just gonna push up. We're just gonna push in, try to keep everything alive. It's gonna be a little bit different. We forgot to drop the Ice Golem, the Headhunters, and the King for the King to walk around. Everything just going to this core that's splitting. Yeah. Well, Wallbreaker push the Queen in for the Town Hall then. We'll just do that. We're doing it. We're doing it eventually. We'll pop the Healing Tome and we'll invis everything. We'll just keep everything alive. How about that? And pop the Rocket Spear and just invis some more. Yeah. We'll just spam invis through this core. That's actually going to work out beautifully. Actually, wait. Invis again. And we'll just overgrowth this back in Rage Tower. Nice. And we'll Skelly spell for this mono. We have another invis we can drop. I mean, we'll just save it for the World Champion. So is this clean? No. Is it going to work? Yeah. It will work. But it was a very nasty attack, let's just say. We still have the King and the Queen ability. We got cleanup. We'll drop archers on the opposite side to help clean up. We can send our debt collectors in as well. We still have an invis spell. This World Champion, she's going to die. We'll have barbarians to help. The King, can we redirect the spiky ball? Yeah, we'll redirect the spiky ball and pop the King and Queen ability. Spiky ball takes out that Inferno. We'll have to get through his Ricochet Cannon with the King. So we invis to redirect the spiky ball to get into this core, which really helped out here. Now, was this ideal? Nope, it wasn't. It makes me think if we're gonna see a bunch of rage bases, maybe we should use the Eternal Tome instead of the Healing Tome, because that's what's better for. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see though. All right, this base, the Poison Tower. So we want to get to a Fire Spitter. Is this last guy was named Gerald? This guy's named Gerald. But we want to get into one of these. Typically, they're gonna bait the right side in a Legends base. So we're gonna come in from this top side and push into this fire. So we might have to redirect right here to push her in like this. But we will push her in. And at 256, we're gonna drop this first invis. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna use the redirect invis to be safe. Once she gets closer, yeah, we'll invis. She'll go into the X bow. Nice. Then I'll use 6. I'll invis over. And then we'll take out this fire spitter, take out the poison tower, and the scatter. We're gonna let her take some damage here. None, perfect. Alright, I'm gonna do 236, we'll drop this invis. We'll take out the scatter. And which way she's gonna path is a question. Because I mean I'll let her keep funneling some. Yeah, if she wants to keep going, I'll let her. 226, I'll drop this invis. If she can take out this ricochet cannon, if she paths right, I will use another invis. If she paths left, I'll pick her up. Yeah, okay, there we go. We'll drop an ice golem in between, and then the queen in the corner. We'll send in the root riders, the Tesloons, the healers, the Valkyries, the apprentice warden, the warden, the troop launcher, the royal champion. We'll send in. We won't send in a headhunter. That queen is low HP, so the queen's already gone. Yeah, no issues there. Send ice golem, and then the king for the king to walk around. Is that triple ice golem? We'll poison the triple ice golems. And we forgot to overgrowth the core, which we'll do right now. We don't have to overgrowth the town hall because there's only one layer on this outside. You see? So what's gonna damage us if we walk through the town hall? A multi-arch tower? Yeah, literally nothing. Literally, so we're chilling. That's one of those cases if you want to overgrowth the town hall or not. This one you don't. We'll get through a single in front with the snakes. They'll spawn, they'll help tank for us. Now everything's gonna split slightly. No, not really. The king's funneling very nicely for us. And we're just going to push through this core. We're going to pop that overgrowth in that back end heavy damage and that mono. And we're going to pop the healing tome and heal back up the healers. They took a little bit of damage and then get to that poison tower. Then take some damage. We're going to pop the rocket sphere just because she's taking some damage from that multi-arch tower and the scatter combo. And I just don't want her to. I want her to stay in that healing tome so she'll get the extra value for us. We're going to have the skeleton spell which go crazy back here. It really will because multi-gear and monolith with one skelly spell, you can't beat that. You really can't. And it'll strike the ricochet cannon as well, I believe. We'll drop some cleanup up top with some archers. Well, not quite actually. Not quite, but still. We'll have this invis which we use for royal champion. We want to keep her alive. We'll actually spam our cleanup. We're gonna spam it because we actually need to go quick here. Pop the king ability to spam it because we have all this time, only 30 seconds. This is not too much. Wall breakers pushing. Just spam everything. Literally, we'll keep the queen ability. So we didn't have to pop that king ability. I just want to make sure I had enough time to get through. We're gonna finish 20 seconds swagging the queen ability. So on these poison bases, this army is absolutely corrects it. Absolutely, not too bad. All right, this space double rage. Where's the fire spitters? All in this core. Okay, this is when we want to overgrowth the fire spitters and the town hall and push through this rage tower compartment. It's gonna be heavy. But we want to make the funnel. And we're coming from this top side just because this bottom side, what is it called? This bottom side right over here, the right side is more likely baited. And I don't want to be baited. Send the RC in. Tesla is perfect. It makes it easier for our pathing. 256 will drop this invis. Then we'll invis redirect, push her into the scatter, which is where we want her to be. And then at 246, we'll drop this invis. Invis over the building the fox is hitting. Make sure the fox stays. Oh, we got invis again. We're getting the RC down low, but that's okay. We still have 2 invis left. We can do 7. When we take out the air defense, make the funnel, and then we'll pick her up. Alright, so we'll drop the Ice Golem Between and the Queen. We'll send in the, oops, that's the wrong button, the Root Riders, the Tesloons, oops, the Tesloons, the Healers, the Apprentice Warden, the Troop Launcher. And then in the Royal Champion, we'll overgrowth the big damage, the Town Hall, and that Fire Spirit is going to be hitting us. We'll send in Headhunters, Headhunter, right? Deal with the Minion Prince. We'll send Ice Golem and the King to help walk around. We'll drop a Poison for the Furnace. And there we go. That'll definitely help out. So there's not too much damage on us here, right? We overgrowth this fire spitter because it's gonna be the one that's hitting us back there, but this one is down now gone. So we walking around, they'll have zero issues to us. And we'll help get through this core. We'll honestly just invis and pop the healing tome. Just heal everything back up, heal our healers back up because they're taking heavy damage. We want to take the town hall out. And that healing tome actually is going crazy here. They'll get the healers back up, hopefully. I mean, we'll Skelly spell that mono. We're just gonna let everything walk around. We'll say this overgrowth is back in Rage Tower. We're gonna get that mono down. Where's the world champion? She's back on the inside, on the outside kinda. We will get the mono down with the queen, which is perfect. We'll pop the rocket spear to help out. Barbarians help clean up. Alright, we'll pop a wall breaker. Actually, no, we won't. It will overgrowth that Rage Tower. Which is that Inferno in that core. That queen is in there. We'll pop. Why is that wall breaker going there? Why is that wall breaker going there? Okay. We're cooked by that wall breaker. I mean, we're gonna be fine still, but man, those wall breakers are terrible. Absolutely terrible wall breakers. They sold. They sold like crazy. But here's all the heavy damage we'll have our hero abilities for. Wall breakers push in, so we can get a good spiky ball value. Alright, spiky ball, queen ability. Spiky ball went on the outside was unfortunate, but the queen abilities go crazy. Drop the wall breakers, the wizard. Listen in the deck collectors help tank as well. Get through the ricochet cannon. The giant's gonna tank for the giga bomb. We'll have everything just come on through. There's only a couple buildings left here. One, two. Where's this last one? Oh, there's a storage. There it is. It's low too. Cause you see it says five left. Wait, no. How is it not low but only has five left? I don't know, but we're gonna 3-star still. But that was not ideal for that core. Those wall breakers are wasted. That was a very bad idea by me. I'm not sure why they went over here. I wanted my queen to go in. I wanted her to go in. How do I get a wall breaker go into this wall? Honestly. Maybe I'm just confused. But it still works out. It still does. Alright, this space. So we want to get into the fire spitters. Typically this right side's gonna be baited. Because people are right-handed. So we'll come for this left one, which it could be baited. First the path in, we just send the RC here. Then invis redirect right here. Push it right into the multi-art shower. Air defense fire spitter. Yeah. We'll have an overgrowth on the... There's a hook tower there. I guess we'll just overgrowth the hook tower and poison tower for the town hall. And that'll work out. As well as the town hall at the same time. And then we'll do invis redirect here. We'll invis to push her in. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, perfect. 250 should go invis. Yep, okay, good. We're good. We're gonna do 7 right here just because that fox is half HP and there could be giant bombs. Then we're gonna do 3. There's no giant bombs perfect. We have multi-gear and a town poison range, so we have to do 7 and 3 again. 7. And then we're gonna do 3. Just because we want to make sure she's not just gonna die. So the fox will stay alive. Because that fox is really important. We're gonna risk right here a little bit. And we're gonna do 1, 2. Okay, perfect. Risk was good. Risk was very good actually. We'll come in from behind this what's this called? Fire spitter. We'll send the root riders, the Teslins, the healers, the Valkyries, the apprentice warden, the warden, the troop launcher. And we send in the royal champion, and we're just gonna push on through. Push, push, push. We're gonna overgrowth this town hall and that hook tower. We're just gonna loop around this base. Okay, royal champion with the healers. Uh-oh. What is she doing? That's not good. What if we do this? No, we missed it. Okay, that's not good. Well, we might be cooked right here a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. We might be a little cooked. World champion rocket spear pop. Okay. Okay. We're gonna poison the CC troops. What's the damage in this core we have? Honestly, probably the town hall will go down with the world champion. Okay, there's a chance. We'll have a skeleton spell for this mono. The warden will pop his healing tome, heal up everything in there. Drop some deck collectors, help clean up. Listen, a wall breaker. Some cleanup, cleanup. I think I sent my world champion too far to the left. I would imagine I did. This can still 3-star actually. You know, the crazy part is it can still 3. Queen ability. King ability. Alright. Barbarians. Cleanup, deck collectors. Headhunter. Barbarians. Wizard. The warden's still up. Now this is a 3-star. This is a 3-star. Yep. 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 Alright. That's official. Root Riders just broken. Root Riders are just broken. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. So I overgrowth over there. So I thought I'd overgrowth that Inferno, and then she'd push into the town hall or into the army over here. But I missed the Inferno with the overgrowth over here. So I was trying to save her, redirect her back in. I was trying because I wanted to get her and the healers back to the Root Riders because everything has kind of died. But I used a rocket spear instead. She took out that Inferno. She took out the town hall, and she helped took out that multi archer back there. And then she did die, but we had everything just loop around. And you know what? The army's just too strong. I guess it's just too strong because that should not be 3 starring. No healers and world champion with my root riders. Like, come on now. All right, GG. All right, double rage base. So for this base, we want to make sure we get the fire spitters. How do we get into there? This side has a giga bomb, so typically coming from this way, we'll push in. Use a redirect right here. As long as there's no Tesla here and here, we'll be fine. So RC will send her in, and at 256, we'll drop this first invis. We'll actually do 55 because she's on the outside there. There's a Tesla there. All right, that might pull her inwards, downwards. That actually works out better for us. Then 246. So there's gonna be all 5 Teslas gonna be in here, which is perfect because I'll pull us right into the fire spitter. It should. Yeah, there we go. And then 236 will drop this invis. Actually, we're gonna do 7 and 3 now. So we want to take out the fire spitter. We will get the fire spitter down. Can we get the ricochet cannon too? It'd be crazy. We're gonna do 7 here. Tornado trap is perfect too, so that'll get us that ricochet cannon. Then we'll do 3. Alright, that fox might die here. Nope. That fox is gonna live. Alright, perfect. We're making a funnel. Alright, so we're gonna come in behind this fire spitter. So we're gonna send the world champion. We're gonna send the ice golem and the queen at the bottom. And we're gonna send our root riders in here. I don't know why I said the world champion. We're just gonna spam everything in. We're gonna make sure everything funnels in properly this time. We'll send the world champion, and there we go. We'll drop some debt collectors, help clean up. Might as well. And we're just gonna push on through. We're gonna overgrowth the town hall and the mono. There's only one layer of defense on the outside. We're just gonna push around. We'll drop the ice golem and the king to help loop around as well. CC troops pull 2 ice golems furnace. All right, there we go. Poison. Poison's beautiful there. We're gonna have a nice overgrowth on this rage tower. That's for sure. Drop headhunters for this king. Nice. And we'll pop the overgrowth on that back end rage tower, and we'll pop the healing tome and the rocket spear. And we're just gonna send a wall breaker in to help this queen get into this single inferno, which I'm gonna actually drop a skeleton spell for to keep everything alive. The town hall is gonna go down by ice golem. Sneezy unfortunately is getting hit. Unfortunately, right? We'll send in some barbarians in for that town hall too. There we go. There we go. Rage tower is effectively neutered. We have an ice golem walk around the outside. We'll send a wall breaker in up top. We're just gonna push on through. Queen ability coming on. We're gonna save it still. We're gonna save it. That ice golem, that ice golem is gonna freeze that minion prince, which is gonna be the last defense we're gonna go against. And this base is crushed. We took out one fire spitter and came behind the other. Send a headhunter as well. We'll have the queen ability and king ability swagged, and this base is just gone. Root Rider's just straight up broken. Just straight up. There's no other ways about it. No ifs, ands, or buts. You just loop around a base, and then you take out the town hall and the core. Then the loop is gone. The loop is done. We'll have 2 full HP heroes. The warden's still alive, and it's just done. 2 hero abilities swagged. No issues. No issues at all. Alright, this base, double rage. So for this one, we want to get into the fire spitters. Can't really. So we're going to get into a rage tower. This base is typically really baited. We're going to come in from back here and push into this new defense. And we'll just loop, just root riders in around here, in towards town hall. Yeah, we'll do that. So world champion, we'll send her in. Tesla's is good because we'll get rid of those early. And at 256, we'll drop. Actually, wait, no. We're just gonna not drop an invis the first one. You know, if you can do that, that gives you more deeper value. And then 246 will drop this invis. Alright, Fox still alive. We'll have to do 7 and 3 because that new defense is strange. I don't know how that thing works. 7. Is this gonna spin the whole time? Really? 3? Alright, you want this rage tower. Alright, we're gonna do 7. Does it damage us in there? And then we're gonna do 3. Alright, can we get the fire spitters? A question. Hopefully. 7. All right, get the fire spitter. Hit, hit, hit. Once she takes it out, I'm picking her up. All right, we picked her up. We let the fox die. We're too slow, but still, we're good. We're set up nicely. Ice Golem Queen on the bottom, help funnel. We'll send the Root Riders, the Tessalings, the Healers, the Valkyries, the Apprentice Warden, the Warden, the Troop Launcher. Alright, there we go. We use some Deck Collectors, help funnel. Barbarian, help funnel as well. We're just going to push on through. Send the Royal Champion in. We hit the Tornado Trap as expected. It was expected to be in this compartment because the Giga Bomb's back through there. Poison for the Furnace. We're going to overgrowth this core, which should push her in towards that Town Hall and everything towards that Town Hall. Drop an Ice Golem and the King as well. We'll drop a Headhunters. We'll send a Wallbreaker push on through. We're just going to push in towards this Town Hall, take it out. Since this is the big damage in here, and we can take out this outside damage no problem, we're just chilling. Send another Headhunter for that Minion Prince. We'll pop the Healing Tome because they're hitting some big damage on these healers. We want to keep them alive. And right now, we're just going to just chill. We're not going to overgrowth quite yet because we don't need to. There's not enough damage yet. We'll Rocket Spear though. Let the Royal Champion get some good value through this Rage Tower before that Rage Tower even pops. And before everything takes any damage really. So Root Riders will come on through. We'll overgrowth once the Rage Tower is triggered though. And we're gonna overgrowth this back in. Oh, we didn't get the fire spit. I was too fast. I was too fast. No. I meant to get that fire spitter with the rocket spear, but no. I popped the overgrowth slightly too fast. But the skeleton spell for this mono will be beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And this base is just straight up wrecked. We got the archers behind, the wizard, barbarians, some more archers. We'll have the king and queen ability. And we're going to drop some barbarians help clean up anything on the outside, right? No troll Teslas? Okay, we're set. We'll pop this queen and king ability. Spiky ball will help in that core. With the Royal Champion helping that core as well. Gotta get through this mono. And she'll get through the multi-gear, right? And then she'll get through these last few defenses. And there's one last ability in this core, the Clan Castle, which are the deck collectors and everything rushing into. We're just going to overkill the base. Very nice. I guess because the base is so spread out in Rage Towers, we had a little risk of time foe there. But it didn't matter. And it's going to be an easy 320 for the day. Very, very easy, I must say. We did easily go plus 320 today, even with that big old fail. Like, the Root Riders had the healer split and the World Champion split, pulled all the healers away. It's still 3-star. Like, I don't even know how. I just straight up don't even know how. The army's just so powerful. I love it. I love it. And it's really great for hard mode as well. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, I appreciate if you guys like and subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow.